Today, get ready to hear from Black Americans speaking on how important it is to keep delineating from disrespectful immigrants. Check it out.
So, anywho, say what y'all want to say about Trump. But as I have said before, he out here doing the Lord's work. Okay? Like, yeah, he causing a whole lot of chaos and stuff in America. But from the perspective of the Black American community, Trump is honestly and truthfully delivering karma to so many groups of people that were anti-Black American. So many groups of people that came here and had the nerve and the audacity to be xenophobic towards us, who had the audacity to join in on the racism towards us. Folk who would run around and be like, oh, Black Americans have a victim mindset. Black Americans are jealous of us because we came here and we did this and we did that. Da 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 da. Now a lot of these groups are starting to see how America really fucking work. And what get me is so many of them run around and start crashing out. Oh my gosh, how could they do this? How could they do this? So y'all didn't learn nothing from the people. And it's so crazy because they'll be like, oh, because they didn't do this in 300 years, da 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 da. Baby, the Reconstruction era, right? That's not even during slavery, Black Americans had free societies and free towns and things like that. The Reconstruction era was post-emancipation, literally 10 years after emancipation. Black Americans established businesses, homes, neighborhoods, towns, had politicians in government, etc., etc. And they came and shut all that shit down by simply orchestrating a smear campaign against Black Americans to tear down what Black Americans were doing. And I find it fascinating that every single one of these groups are now experiencing the American system doing the same thing to them. But they don't see it, right? They not clocking that shit. They're not clocking it. And the thing about it is that the American system is not going to feel bad. Trump and them, Megan, they don't feel fucking bad. I'm pretty sure they somewhere thinking the same thing. Y'all asses should have listened to Black Americans when Black Americans told y'all this shit. Black Americans was telling y'all the right shit the whole time. Y'all the ones ran around, took upon yourself to say they victimizing themselves. They have a victim narrative when really we were giving y'all true ass fucking American history lessons for free. For the free. We was giving y'all true ass Black American history lessons, true ass American history lessons, true ass motherfucking game. We was doing nothing but giving y'all good game to let y'all know, hey, this ain't what you think it is. Hey, this how it really work. And y'all ain't listen. Now y'all want to get on here and crash out every time Trump get up here and send the dogs after you. Every time y'all see he want to sit up here and tear down everything that you built, tear down all the hard work that you did. Y'all wasn't the first motherfuckers to come here and work hard. We're the first motherfuckers to come here and work hard. Y'all weren't the first motherfuckers to come here and establish it and be doctors, lawyers, and et cetera, et cetera. We the first motherfuckers to come here and do that. And we was giving y'all real shit. We was telling y'all the truth. We was telling y'all the truth. So to be honest, as cold-hearted as it seems, I don't feel bad for the Somalis. I don't feel bad for what happened with the Latino. I don't feel bad about any of these other group of folk that this shit is happening to. Y'all need to learn how to listen. Because one thing about it is God is fair and God will humble you regardless of whatever God you serve. God will humble you. God will humble you. Because what happened was y'all were sent messengers, but y'all shot the messenger. Okay? So I'm going to mind my business on this season of America. Okay? Because one thing about it, baby, these motherfuckers around here will show you better than they can tell you. Okay? Will show you better than they can tell you. Y'all ain't got nobody to be mad at but yourselves. That's the truth. Have a good day.
So I want to say this to like all you folks that's trying to stop the delineation movement, all you folks that's just calling Tyreek a CIA op. I mean, just all type of shit, control demolition, all types of shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all understand. We look at you that way. Okay? Y'all that's trying to stop this delineation movement, we look at you like the enemy. Okay? Because everybody can have their nationality except for us. You know what I mean? We can't establish who we are, but everybody else can. We look at you like the enemy. Please understand that. Okay? Yeah, I don't know if y'all don't understand what this means to us. You know, we are literally saving who we are as a people, saving our heritage, saving our culture, our lineage. We're keeping our lineage alive. You feel me? And those of you who trying to stop this shit, just understand that. Just understand, we looking at you funny. You understand? Very funny. Okay? Matter of fact, we don't even want to mess with you. You understand? We look at you like Democrat shields. We look at you at just as what y'all are calling this right here. Because this is no harm to nobody. This is not divisive. It ain't none of that shit. You know what I mean? And I don't know what's this infatuation with us needing to be with Africa when these motherfuckers literally sold the ancestors off. Okay? We need to be trying to get reparations from these people. Like literally, that's what we need to be. That's all we need to be doing when it comes to Africa. Period, point blank. Africa was still selling slaves even when the slave trade ended in 1808, I believe. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I don't know what's this infatuation with this shit over here with this country. You know what I'm saying? Or why we got to be so connected to the diaspora when we ain't trying to disconnect from the diaspora. We just establishing who we are as a people, as a unique ethnic group within this diaspora. You know, and it's so annoying, and I just want to come on here and tell you, okay, we looking at you real funny, okay? And we look at you like the op, we look at you like the CIA, we look at you like the Democrat shield, okay? Just know that, all right? FBA all day. Peace and blessings, family.
What I'm witnessing right now with the Somalians out there in Minnesota and all the issues that they're dealing with Trump and deportation, is a prime example. Their response to it is a prime example of why FBAs call Black immigrants tethers. I'm sorry, I'm not one to use that word, but I can see what they mean, because the tether means to attach yourself to something. And right now, I see a lot of Somalians who have never considered themselves Black attaching themselves to Black Americans as a way of deflecting what's happening to them and saying like, oh, we're all Black. And he's doing the same thing to us because we're Black, just like Black Americans. Listen to this.
President Trump and the base that is attacking our community. We understand that you are here to divide us, to create fear amongst us, and to selectively target the Blackest immigrant and Muslim community in this great state. President Trump has had a history of targeting Black people long before he ever ran for any office.
Yeah, Trump targeted Black people. We all know that. But when y'all came here to this country, Black people was like, oh, good, with more Black people, you know, come with us. And we tried to show you what it was like here. We tried to explain to you what was going on, and we were rejected. Like, let's not rewrite history. I know what happened. Y'all made your own communities. Y'all said you had your own culture, separate from us. So now that you're in trouble, you want to claim Blackness? You want to say that Trump already was targeting Black people? Us? He wasn't targeting you then. You're not Black, right? Like, it's a tether. That's a tether. That right there. If you ever wondered what a tether was, that.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sandiva, and here is my afternoon rant of the day. Now, I've been seeing this FBA, which is Foundational Black Americans versus African debacle debate. It's a lot going on right now. A lot of Africans feel like Black Americans or foundational Black Americans are mistreating them or being mean to them by boycotting them. The Africans is mad because we chose to boycott them because of how they treat us with the lack of respect that they do. They don't respect us. They always say that when they come over here, they already think we're lazy, poor, and broke, and we don't have no work ethic and no culture and all of this, that, and the third. So when they come over here, they already got a chip on their shoulder. They already got an attitude problem. Okay, so we Black Americans, the foundational Black Americans, know that shit's not nowhere near the truth. We work hard every day. That's nowhere near the truth. So not only are the Arabs eating off of us, the Chinese eating off of us, the white folk been eating off of us. The Africans come over here with an attitude and eat off of us. When you get over here and say, oh, my brother, we stick together, but you don't stick together. You open up a business because the government allows it, because of your immigrant status, and they don't give us the same luxury that they give y'all. There's so much to unpack here. But what I got to say about the foundational Black Americans versus the Africans, y'all brought it on y'allself. And this is just the beginning. Arabs, get ready. Chinese, get ready. Mexicans, get ready. White folk, get ready. See, we gonna start where we know the problem is with the Africans. We know they mistreating us like a mug with these raggedy braids, talking about us, and then want to act like us. It's crazy work. So this is a wake-up call. And I'm so glad the Black people is waking up. We are waking up slowly but surely. But what we got to do next, y'all, is start shopping with each other by any means necessary. I'm talking about toilet paper, diapers, lotion, soap, everything. Purposely go out and seek that person who is selling that stuff and get it from a Black person, because our dollars make this MF go around. And I'm just so passionate right now because I can't believe the Africans got nerve and audacity. It's crazy work. They've been over disrespecting us since they got here.
Can we go to a foreign country and open up a gas station or a liquor store or a grocery store or a beauty supply or something like that? I think the fuck not. They gonna look at your ass crazy. You not from here. I'm not giving you no loan or open up no business here. We got locals can do this shit better than you. But yet we let these people come over here to our country and open up gas stations, liquor stores, and all that shit in our community, and they don't even fucking stay there. They won't even hire us in our own community. People that they hire at these fucking local places is crackheads. Women that they want to sleep with. They go and hire their own family members at a rapid rate in this motherfucker, but we go and participate and give all our money to them at a rapid rate. And the only thing we get back in return from them is a whole lot of let me stand around in your business and sell illegal narcotics. That's all we do when it comes down to these people in our community. They don't want to stay in our community. They don't put fucking money back in our community, but we run up there and give them all our motherfucking money. But we let the Black people go try to get a loan to open up the same business, because they can do the same thing, run a gas station, a liquor store. Fuck no. They're going to put so many fucking obstacles in front of them and tell them, no, we ain't gonna do that. We don't think that's a good business idea. That's gonna fail. But let a foreign person come in there and say, oh, I'm finna open up a gas station, a liquor store, or something like that. Hell yeah. How much money you need? How many you gonna open? We gonna support that shit because it's gonna win. I don't understand that, but we just let that shit just keep riding. Just let it just keep happening at a rapid rate. We don't want to stop that shit. We don't want to just say, nah, we not gonna support you motherfuckers till y'all start hiring people in the community and having people back here that actually want to have a job in the community, that want to work in the community, work at y'all establishment. Until y'all have a large amount of people that's actually diversifying y'all companies, we not no longer gonna shop at y'all. But no, y'all just gonna get up every single day and keep going to that local gas station, that local liquor store, and get them people your money at a rapid rate. Keep on doing it, because they're going to keep getting rich and never support your neighborhood and keep on flooding somebody else's neighborhoods in the Beverly Hills or a rich-ass neighborhood. Support them. They're going to pay good property taxes for them. And they property taxes up there going to go to good use in that neighborhood and not the neighborhood they making money out of. That's just my opinion. That's just being honest. We need to reevaluate that shit when it come down to letting people come in our neighborhood at a rapid rate, open up these fucking stores without hiring locals. Just my opinion.
For more than 400 years, foundational Black Americans, those whose ancestors built this nation from slavery through Reconstruction, Jim Crow, the Civil Rights Movement, and into the modern era, have carried a distinct and irreplaceable story. It is a story forged through forced labor, legal segregation, generational terror, political resistance, and cultural brilliance. And today, as America continues changing, the need for clear delineation, a respectful but firm distinction between foundational Black Americans and Black immigrants, has become more important than ever. Delineation is not about division. It is about accuracy, justice, and preservation. For too long, the unique lineage, struggle, and achievements of foundational Black Americans have been blended into a vague, catch-all Black category that erases the specific people who built the foundation upon which America stands. FBA delineation is a corrective, an act of self-definition. It ensures that our history, our lineage, and our political claims remain intact, unmuddied, and respected. Historically, no group has paid a higher price for American democracy than Black Americans whose ancestors were enslaved here. The wealth of this nation, its cotton industry, its early banking system, its railroads, its agricultural expansion, was built directly on the backs of FBA labor. And even after emancipation, it was foundational Black Americans who endured lynching, redlining, disenfranchisement, and segregation, yet continued to push the country toward its own stated ideals. During the 1950s and 60s, the Civil Rights Movement, led overwhelmingly by foundational Black Americans, changed the legal architecture of America. From the bus boycotts to sit-ins, from Freedom Summer to Selma, FBA activists fought, bled, and died to dismantle racist immigration quotas, racist labor laws, and racist voting restrictions. One of the most overlooked facts of American history is this: the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965, the very law that opened America's doors to millions of Black immigrants, was made possible by the sacrifices of foundational Black Americans. Had it not been for the victories of the Civil Rights Movement, the U.S. immigration system would have remained locked under the old racial quota structure that favored Europeans almost exclusively. It was the courage of FBA leaders, people like Dr. King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, Fannie Lou Hamer, Ella Baker, and countless unnamed foot soldiers that forced America to remove racial barriers in immigration policy. In a real sense, immigrant opportunity is a direct inheritance of FBA struggle. Yet as the decades passed, especially from the 1970s forward, many Black immigrant communities began entering America without the historical context of the FBA fight. And instead of solidarity, many arrived misinformed, influenced by anti-Black stereotypes, or pressured to assimilate into anti-Black racial hierarchies. Some gravitated toward distancing themselves from Black Americans, adopting the biases of the dominant society to gain proximity to whiteness. In many cases, politics, workplaces, corporate spaces, academia, and business sectors, certain immigrant groups aligned themselves with conservative anti-FBA institutions. Others participated in reinforcing disproven myths about foundational Black Americans being lazy, criminal, or undeserving, even while benefiting from the system's FBA ancestors forced open. This resulted in tension, resentment, and cultural disrespect. Our culture, jazz, hip-hop, gospel, soul food, our fashion, our language, our struggle, was copied, commodified, or dismissed, yet rarely credited. FBA history was overshadowed by Pan-African narratives that ignored the very specific American lineage of enslaved Black people and their descendants. And now, something new is happening. Many immigrants who once believed they were insulated from anti-Black hostility are receiving wake-up calls. Under Trump-era policies and rhetoric, they face travel bans, deportation pressures, job discrimination, and the realization that aligning with white supremacy never saves you from white supremacy. This has exposed a hard truth. Disrespecting foundational Black Americans was not only morally wrong, it was politically short-sighted. FBA delineation helps restore balance. It places responsibility and credit in the proper historical order. It allows foundational Black Americans to protect our political lineage, our reparations claim, our cultural identity, and our collective legacy without being drowned out by groups who have different histories, struggles, and agendas. Delineation is essential because FBA issues are not interchangeable with immigrant issues. Mass incarceration, lineage-based discrimination, wealth theft, and redlining did not impact Black immigrants the same way they devastated FBA communities. Reparations must be lineage-specific. No other group was enslaved in the United States for 250 years. Political representation must reflect actual lineage interests. We cannot have FBA culture, suffering, and movements used as stepping stones for others to take positions meant to represent us. Cultural preservation matters. The experience of being a descendant of American slavery is unique, irreplaceable, and not to be homogenized. Today, delineation is not about hostility. It is about clarity. It is about the right of a people to define themselves, honor their ancestors, safeguard their legacy, and speak with their own political voice. At this moment in American history, as economic pressures rise, political lines sharpen, and immigrant communities feel the realities of U.S. power structures, foundational Black Americans stand at a crossroads. We are reasserting our identity, reclaiming our story, and demanding the respect that was long denied. This is not just a cultural shift, it is a historical correction, a necessary one, and an overdue one. Tell me what you think about this topic. Hope you find the information in this video informative. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Thanks for watching.